we go, got another gig log. This one's a wedding reception at the Hempstead House Hotel in Battrol, just the other side of Sittingbourne, Kent. We got with the band tonight as well. Been told the band's name is Kudos, so we'll see what that's like. Obviously, I know it's limited space for setting up, so it's going to be, obviously when I get there, we're going to have a bit of space issues because the band are going to be setting up, and so are we. But obviously, you've got to try and get in with the band as well, so I'm not sure what size setup I'm going to be able to put in tonight. I've got their first dance out, it was Moon River by Henry Mancini, which they wanted, so, but I say this one comes from an agency, so it's a bit, as pretty much always, details are a little sketchy, I say it's not a great deal of details. I mean, I got the first dance and that, but as for other things, they just set off 70s and 80s, but I love traffic lights, especially when they're red. Yeah, so I seem to be doing quite a few weddings recently. I suppose being August is time of year for them, but it makes a change because I used to do a lot of weddings. When I was over at Cooling Castle Bar, I was one of the residents over there. It was up to 7 nights a week weddings because that place was open every night of the week. There was like 3 of us who were the resident up there, and depending on where I was going, you could be up there twice a week, or you could end up there 7 nights. I think one time I did 10 nights in a row up there. That was exhausting. I tell you what, Simon, I look absolutely tattered after that one. But yeah, so but yeah, that was already. I was up there for about 6 years doing that, and it got a bit samey. Weddings every night. I didn't seem to do anything else but weddings. Stopped the traffic lights again. But yeah, as I say, I did nothing but weddings. When the place changed the way they run, we decided, some of us, to leave because at the end of it, I was just so, because everything was just so, I wanted to change. I wanted to do something different, and by that I meant going back out and doing like 18th, 21st, 30th, whatever I got thrown at me, as opposed to just weddings every time I went out and do a gig. Which was, it was all, I'd say it was alright, but it gets a bit, you know, it's doing the same thing. So I suppose it's like fruit packing, isn't it? You go somewhere, you know, all you do is put fruit in boxes. So I decided for a change. So, but that was that. Oh, I love this. The speed limit's 30 miles an hour. That's in front's doing 17. I was obviously worried these little Citroen Saxo just can't go that fast. It just seems to be every time I'm on my way to work, I get those sort of people in front of me. But traffic lights again. Yeah, so the venue I'm at is, as I said, was the Hempstead House Hotel. We're in the Heritage Suite tonight, which is their main room. I say, it was last December. I remember I did one night over there in their restaurant, filling in for a friend of mine. I was doing a, I'd say, Christmas party, but I say that was funny. I had about as much room to set up. It was equivalent space to a postage stamp. Yeah, I couldn't even put my deck stand up. I just had to take my decks in, and it was ridiculous. So all I could fit in was my decks, laptop, 1 amp, 2 little speakers, and 2 lights. That was all I could fit in there because the place was so tiny. But that was just, it was funny. But I played with a few bands before, some absolutely terrible, and some a bit higher up. I mean, I think the only band I've ever played with that most people would have heard of name-wise is the Wurzels. I mean, that was down at the Hop Farm. I played with them at a birthday party. But I mean, yeah, I think the last time they had a number 1 hit was about 1976. But at least they still did. But they're still going anyway. So if anyone's interested in that, put a note under here. Just say about it. I've got some footage of it, and I'll put some up. But I've got some footage of them when they were playing. That was quite funny. But playing with the band tonight, as I said earlier, so I'll give you a quick shot. I've had to squash it down, put a small light show in, but the band's in here as well. There's me, and there's all the band stuff, so that's that, and that's the room. But hopefully we'll do their first dance shortly. I just got to sort that out with them. The only problem I found with that was the last set I did after the band. Obviously, while they were playing, I loaded my set up. I had to keep changing it because they kept playing half my songs that were on there. But apart from that, it went really well. Crowd were all up enjoying themselves, and another one done. But yeah, so I've got a wedding next weekend as well. This is the season for weddings anyway. But as you can see, I'm knackered again, so I'm going to go home and have something to eat. But that went quite well, and I'll see you next time.